Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm Martin, and welcome back to another weekly reset video. This is the second reset heading into the third week for Destiny 2. This is just going to be a quick video going over the activities for this week in Destiny 2, taking a look at what's refreshed, what's new, and so on. So of course, as usual with every Tuesday weekly reset, the milestones have refreshed so that any activities that reward powerful gear can now be obtained once again, such as the Nightfall, Raid, the Crucible Call to Arms, etc. So going down the list, firstly the flashpoint for this week is Titan, so if you go complete some public events there and hit 100%, you'll receive a Luminous Engram from Cade, which can award some high level legendaries and possibly an exotic. Now, I'm not sure if this is a bug or what's going on here, but in the little graphic image that Bungie released a couple weeks ago, laying out the table of contents for the upcoming weeks, it listed Aya as being the flashpoint for this week instead of Titan. So I'm not sure if Bungie got something wrong here, or if there's been a bug. It's really weird. There's actually a couple of things weird about this weekly reset, which I'll be getting to in a second. Next on the list is the Nightfall. This week's strike is Exodus Crash. We have three modifiers here. Firstly is Prism. This is the same one that we've had as the past 2 weeks. The game will rotate between elemental burns, and if your weapon's element matches the one that's currently focused, then you'll do way more damage. The second modifier is Attrition. This is a new one. Health and regeneration is significantly impaired. Defeating enemies may create wells of light. Collect these to restore your health and charge your super. Then the last modifier here is also one that we've previously had, Time Warp Anomalies. So throughout the strike there'll be these blue cubes that look like the oracles from the Vault of Glass. If you shoot them, you'll gain an extra 30 seconds on the timer. Next up is Call to Arms. This is just playing in the Crucible, so participate in Crucible matches and get to 100%, and you'll receive a Luminous Engram from Lord Shaxx in the tower. Then we have Clan XP. This applies only if you're at a clan. If you reach your weekly contribution of 5000 XP, you'll also receive a Luminous Engram from Hawthorne. Then lastly here, this is where things get a little bit confusing. We have Trials of the Nine. Win a Trials of the Nine match. Now, this is confusing because typically, back in Destiny 1 at least, Trials of Osiris would arrive on Friday and then would leave on the Tuesday at the reset. And so that's how we thought it was going to work with Trials of the Nine, because Bungie hadn't said otherwise. However, it's still here even after the reset and people are still able to play. So it looks like, unless this is a bug, it looks like Trials of the Nine is here to stay for the full week, until Friday when it's going to reset with a new map and a new game mode. So that might actually be pretty good for people who maybe don't have time to play Trials during the weekend, or if you just want to continue playing throughout the week and have something to do, you can still play Trials. Unless of course this just turns out to be a bug and Bungie didn't mean for this to happen. But whatever the case, Trials of the Nine is still currently available after the reset. You can still go play it, and it will refresh on Friday with a new map. The new map is going to be called Altar of Flame, and the game mode is going to be Survival instead of Countdown. As for Zio, he is now left for the week. In case anybody still doesn't know, Zio now leaves on Tuesday at the weekly reset, as opposed to Sunday like he would in Destiny 1, and he'll be returning on Friday with some more exotics. Lastly, if you head to the tower, the vendors will also have refreshed their stock, so the Eververse will now have some new items that you can directly purchase with Bright Dust. Cade will have some new treasure maps for you to go follow on Titan, so do remember to go pick those up. And lastly, Ikora, her meditations will have refreshed as well. So guys, that is all for the weekly reset. There's not really as much happening this week. Last week was a bit hectic because of course we had the Raid and then Trials of the Nine, but nothing really this week. However, next week we do have the faction rally, so of course I'll be making a video keeping you guys updated on that. As always, I do hope that you found this video useful, and I just hope that you've been enjoying the content in general recently. If you do, positive ratings are greatly appreciated, and also be sure to leave a comment. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.